Yes, you read that right. We're going to be going through my lowlights. I think this is going to be the funniest thing ever because I forgot like half of the garbage pitching I ever did, and we got it all sitting right here on Synergy. So I'm going to go through all the different like garbage outings I ever had, all the bad moments, the wild pitches, you name it. We're going to look at it all. I want to just face it face to face. First time I've actually looked at the bad outings. I look at the good ones all the time, but I think this is going to be hilarious. And I'm not afraid to take a joke on it. I know my college career sucked, and I'm not afraid to say that myself. So we're going to take a look at it. I think it's going to be way funnier when I figure it all out one of these days. And I definitely started to figure it out towards the end of my college career. I won't lie. But at the beginning, it was bad. So we're going to go through it all, take a look, and let's get into it. So, all right, we're going to go from the back to the beginning. Oh, wait, I should go year by year. So we'll start with 2021. I have, maybe one outing on here? 2021 wasn't bad. This was my first outing ever. I had a couple wild ones get away, but this is right when I started first getting the TOS symptoms. So in live at bats during school and stuff, everything was horrible. I somehow put it together to look halfway decent in this outing specifically, but the rest was atrocious. So let's take a little look. As you see, 47% strikes, 53% balls. It was on a decline right now. I hadn't even hit rock bottom yet, but this is sort of as I'm on my journey to hitting rock bottom. So this fastball velo's way down. I mean, at this point, I was throwing like the summer before, I was between 90 and 95. I think my average outing would probably be between 88 and 92. I had one outing I hit 95. Obviously, this is cold April, but like velocity went way down. My first couple outings before I started like really getting the symptoms bad, I was anywhere between 88 and 92, and it just went plummeting as the season went on. And then you'll see that in some of these other outings too. Like this one I feel like I was trying to let it fly, but the like 2022 when we get to 2022, oh brother, it's bad. So let's take a look. First pitch. All right, that doesn't look terrible. First pitch, kind of smooth, nice. Oh, this was huge. First and second pitch of my career, I get a ground out. That's big time. What happens next? Oh, the next one's my strikeout. Yes, this was cool. 3 curveballs in a row, because that was like the best thing I could command. So I just kept spamming curveballs. 75-mile-an-hour curve. 76-mile-an-hour curve, which isn't bad. That's like a firm curveball. And then this one is a hammer. I liked this one a lot. Definitely could have been hammered, but 3 in a row, I feel like that warranted it not working out for him. Next one, ball, curveball, fastball. I had a couple ones get away. I'm waiting for those. It might have been the second inning. I don't remember. Curveball 72. So see how the velo drops and then I lose it? I can't feel the ball. Like when that happens, the ball is literally in my hand. I lose it on the turn back, and it's just gone. I don't know how else to describe it. It sucked. So then I finally put a strike in there. Oh, yeah. This dude absolutely unloads on this ball. Rope down the line. Ends up being a double. Just 86 flat right there. Obviously, it's going to get hit. Not surprised by the result of that. Then next batter. Oh, I faced this kid in high school. Oh, almost got him. Jeez. There it goes. Losing the ball. So I'm just afraid. It's scary when you don't know how, like, when you don't feel the ball, like, what starts running through my mind, like, my hands are sweating right now thinking about it. Just, it's like, I don't know where this ball's going because I don't know if I'll be able to feel it or not at the right time. It's a very nerve-wracking sort of feeling that you get, which I feel like is understandable because put Vaseline on your hand and try to throw a baseball and let me know how well you can throw it. That's exactly what I'm trying to throw a baseball through in this circumstance. So Then I finally get a fly out. This dude kind of crushed this. This was on the warning track. I got really concerned I let up a nuke, but thankfully got out of it. Next inning, I had some wild ones for sure in this inning. I'll tell you that. Oh, no radar on this inning. Interesting. No good. I was just an absolute mess at this time. Got a strike in there. That's good. What do we got here? Ooh, nice little change. I can't believe I threw it in there. Not bad. Oh, he hit a single. That's right. I forgot about this. Just gets it, puts it in there. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. What was that? A change? Yeah, a change up. That wasn't even a bad pitch. I'm surprised I threw it in there like that. Curve? Okay. Is this the... Yes. This one could have been a double play. I could have got out of this inning, which sucks, but it's alright. Didn't work. It's okay. So we got that. And then I'm facing a kid who was a legend at my high school, a couple years older than me. Now I'm facing him here for the first time. I might have faced him in summer ball the year before. I don't remember. But this is like one of my first appearances versus him. And obviously I'm trying to throw my nastiest stuff at him. Not a strike. End up walking him. I don't remember. Yeah. So I end up walking him, and then that was it. That's the only outing I had in my freshman year. It didn't look as bad as where I was at that point in my career, because like that was like consistent every time I threw. I would just be like launching them like that. It was so sickening to do every time, like, because my coach would leave me out there for live at bats, and I would like a pitch like this. I mean, I was throwing those all the time, and we have like this little turtle and like shell thing so that we don't have any foul balls. One time I hit the top of it. Like it almost like was so bad I was throwing it outside of the turtle trying to throw strikes. It was bad. But nonetheless, that was where I was at. Now we're going to go to 2022. This is probably, I hit rock bottom that summer. It's going to look a lot worse than that. And my velo was all over the place. I had outings where I was as high as like 89, 90, and other outings where I was like 79, 78, just aiming the ball. Like you see right here, my fastball average is like 85, because some of them I'm just aiming. Other ones, oh wait, that's Sienna itself. Oops. Me, I think my average is probably even lower, maybe 83, 85. Okay. But look at, it's so bad because of how hard I can actually throw, if that makes sense. Like, I should not be throwing this bad. This is a great story right here. I'll tell you all about this one. This is my first ever collegiate start. I find out 2 hours before the game, and I did horrendous. I warmed up in our bullpen. We don't have, so you can't see it in this visual, but we don't have like a backstop behind the bullpen. I overthrew the catcher every single warm-up throw. We had 3 guys just on standby to pick up the ball. Like, I wasn't throwing to the catcher. I was throwing to the guy behind the catcher. And then another example was in warm-ups, I'm playing catch. And I'm letting it fly a little bit, trying to throw it on the line. I threw one on the line, and I let it fly. Like, I still, even though I wasn't throwing my best this year, like, performance-wise in games, like, I did have a couple bullpens where one of them I was 90, 92. Another one I think I hit 93. That summer I hit 94. So, like, my velocity wasn't bad if I felt comfortable enough to let it fly. But when I was trying to aim like this garbage, I was all over. And one of them, I tried to aim it to my catcher and catch. And I threw it, and you can't see it from here, but there's a parking lot on this side of our, like right behind our dugout, there's a parking lot. And I'm out here in right field, and I throw it to my catcher, and I sailed it so bad, it went 2 rows deep into the parking lot of cars, and oh, excuse me, it went 2 rows deep, and broke a windshield of a car. And it wasn't from a foul ball. It was from me. So it was, just so sickening. But let's get into it. I'm absolutely aiming right here. I think I had some fastballs. Yeah. Some as slow as 79. Some as fast as 86 in this outing. So there you go. Great start right there, Joe. Nice job. You walked, I think I walked 3 guys and got pulled. Which, absolutely, I'm not helping you win a game in this scenario. It's so bad. So that's another one. And then next pitch, I do have some fire pictures from this day, but like I don't want to remember it for the pictures. This was bad. Fastball for a strike. It's the only one I kind of let fly. It was 86. Then the next pitch, I'm aiming 79 in there. It's just so bad. How do you go from 86 to 79 like that? 84. So I work it back, and then sure enough, because I threw 3 stupid balls before it, I'm not going to get them out. Like, it's just probability. You're not going to throw 3 strikes in a row if you're borderline yipped and can't feel the ball in your hand. It's just very unlikely. So then I get a strike. How does this one work out? Another 3-2, and I walk them. Nice. Yep. Shout out Swaggy, catching behind the plate. He's out there in Cali coaching a bunch of kids. He's a stud. Great dude. Class act guy. But he had to catch me at my absolute worst that day, I'll tell you that. This was borderline, like, as bad as I got. Whew. So 2-2. I throw a fastball. Yeah, that sucks. Now, this is, I think, the week before, or maybe a week after this, I had my procedure. And I got Botox injected into my neck and my pec. And that was supposed to, like, heal me, at least for a little bit. It was sort of like a Band-Aid. Didn't really do much benefit of me over time. It just took forever to finally get these nerves to heal. They're still not fully healed, but I'm in a way better place now compared to this garbage. I'll tell you that. This right here, this pitch, this is the classic. I call it the pull yank. You're here, and for whatever reason, my shoulder goes that way because I'm like afraid to hit the guy. And then mechanics are horrible. Oh my goodness. And I just yank it. I did that so many stinking times in the live at bats that summer or that spring before. So in 2021, when I was talking about, I mean, it happened so often. It would either be a pull yank like that, or I'd throw a fastball like up and in, up at this pole. It was so sickening. I wish that upon nobody to deal with, but it was just what I had to deal with. So that's 2 walks. Man, I'm first and second. I think I end up. Oh, I walked this guy for sure. I don't remember the result of how. At this point, I'm starting to be like, all right, screw it. I'm just going to throw it what I think is as hard as I can. So there you go. That's another example. That's the up and in. Walk him in. I'm going to get pulled because I'm absolutely horrendous right here. And I fully should be pulled. Let's go to the next outing. Oh, I hit him? No. Different outing. All right, here we go. So this is, who are we playing in this one? Oh, this is Army again. Yeah, this game was rough. Oh, brother, it was bad. Because this was 2 days, or I pitched back-to-back days. I pitched against Fordham the day before, and then I pitched against Army this next day. Both outings, I resulted in getting 1 out. So I had 0 outs from Fordham, 1 out from Army. It was just rough. I wanted to like quit baseball after that. I'll tell you that, because at that point I was like, I can't even play catch. What am I doing this for? I'm glad I've stuck with it, and this is sort of the origin story. You're witnessing right here the origin story of 60 ERA guy. This is like peak, rock bottom, terrible Joe. Let's take a look. I threw some pretty decent competitive pitches this day. That other outing was definitely worse. I didn't get the results, obviously, in any of these, but like I felt like my body language is better in this one. This is 2 days after, or this is second day, so like velo's a little down. It's also 30-something degrees outside. I just feel like my body language is better, even though I'm absolutely sucking. So, I don't know. Not a lot to say. A couple fastballs here. 82, 86 it looks like I was sitting, which sucks. But at least I look competitive. And I'm just like being bad at baseball as opposed to looking like a little sissy and being awful. I remember their bullpen, so you can see it right here. That also had no backstop. That was like the bane of my existence back then. When I felt like I couldn't throw the ball where I wanted to, was no backstop because there was like no safety net. If I missed, everyone knew, oh, he's going to be Joe today. And what I did was I was literally warming up curveballs because I didn't feel comfortable enough to throw a fastball to the guy. That's how bad this was. And how the heck are you supposed to compete playing D1 baseball if you're not even warming up throwing a fastball? You're warming up throwing a curveball just because you know that one you might throw to the glove. So bad. Oh, man. Don't even get me started. It's funny to look back at now, though, I will say. Because this is like the peak of my horribleness. I don't mind looking at it. I'm not afraid to look at it. I just think it's funny. Because, like, where I was in terms of my headspace, physically, everything, it's just in a so much better place now versus this. And I'm happy that I'm in a better place because this was so frustrating. Definitely one of my absolute worsts. So this game I walked 3 as well. Get pulled after that. I was throwing pretty hard. It says 86, 89, but people were telling me 91, 93. I don't know what was reported properly, but I felt like I was letting it fly. People said I was throwing pretty hard. I'm just wild. It's just flat out wild. If you can't play catch properly, how are you supposed to compete in the game? And that's sort of where I was at. Sometimes I'd lose the ball on the backside on my throw. Just didn't work. I do think my mechanics look a little better right here. I don't see that they're too bad. It was such an up and down year. This was a firm one. Let's see. 89. That looked pretty good. That looks harder than 89, I won't lie. That's firm. Separation point, hips are through there. Arm action was just bad. It's so long and draggy because I couldn't feel the ball. It's just like I'm floating in space back there. I don't know what's going on. My arm action got all messed up. It was messed up the year before too, but that's baseball. I don't know. Let's watch a nice little hit by pitch right here. Oh, it's from, yeah, absolutely eats 89. Bang, right in his ear, or right in his ribs. Oof, I'm sorry to Jay Cools. I'm sorry, man. I hit so many guys that I just had no intention of hitting any of them, and I feel horrible. Oh, this is a beauty. I did horrible here, too. I was 0-2, and I throw the guy a stinking curveball in. Like, what am I doing? Just throw another fastball. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, whatever. But, of course, and you see here, like, every outing, my mechanics are different. Lower half's kind of the same, but my arm is, like, different every time. This one, my arm's more compact. My nerve damage was just so bad. If I can't feel the ball, how the heck am I supposed to throw it for a strike? And nothing's consistent. The mechanics change every time. This time my arm's like super late, but it's like more compact. The other outing, my arm was super long and late. It was changing all the time, like the wind. You can't control the ball if your mechanics are different every time you throw. It's just not gonna work. Where's like oh, here we go. This is when I was throwing flames. I was just lobbing 80 in there. I managed to throw over 50% strikes in this outing because I was lobbing it. But even in warm-ups, I overthrew the backstop like 4 times. Just horrible. All I'm trying to do is throw it in the zone, and I can't do it. It's so bad. That one's a strike. That's not bad. I got 2 outs against Charleston, I think. I wish I was doing this at like 92, but I'll take it. Oh, I hit an 83. Absolute diesel, huh? Not bad. No, it's horrible. I came into college throwing 95. This is so bad. But this is what happens. I mean, it's a reality. People have to deal with injuries, and I was so bullheaded I didn't want to not play. And obviously that inflated every stat known to man. But I'm trying to play through a stinking career-ending injury. Of course the results are going to suck. I should have... Everyone told me I should take like 2 years off. In my head, I was like, I'm just a little itty-bitty bit away from figuring it out. And if I do, it's all going to figure itself out, and I'm going to be an ace. It couldn't have been further from the truth. It was. I should have took that rest. I should have stopped. I should have took a year off, and then actually been serviceable. It's unfortunate that I decided to go the route I did, but don't be stubborn. That's the moral of the story. Oh, UCF. I got a fly out in this one, I believe. Throwing a nice little 86. That's great. Just afraid, timid, not throwing hard, not throwing anywhere near my capabilities. That's been a battle for ever since I got hurt. And yeah, it definitely got better towards the end. Absolutely got better towards the end. But even still, like last year I'd be throwing bullpens 92, 96, and then I would go in the game and it would be 90, 92 or 90, 93, and I'm aiming and my mechanics are all screwed up. It's just not going to work too well. But I guess we'll end this year on me getting a flyout at UCF. Put a charge into that one, but I got him out. So next one, we're going to go 2023. This year I had what ERA? 37? I went from a 60 to a 37. Such improvement, I know. I was ripping it though. I at this time, I was like, I don't care anymore. I'm going to throw as hard as I can. This outing was pretty good. I got like maybe one out. Drilled him with 90 right there. I think I hit 95 in this outing. Yeah. So I finally decided to let it fly outside of a bullpen. And I felt excited about my senior year. I felt like senior year was going to go pretty good. And it did. Results-wise, I was much better. Obviously, I'm still super wild here. But I'd rather be wild throwing 90-plus than wild throwing 80 trying to aim it in there. And that was like the big mindset adoption that I had was I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to let it fly. And it's not going to be a strike every time. I'm starting to feel the ball a little bit more often here. I think the nerves were starting to heal. And over time, I'm just like pumping. Got comfortable pumping. It was a nice warm day this day, so it wasn't like I was throwing in 30 degrees. That helps always. At this point in the year, it's May. We haven't traveled far away in a month or two. Body's starting to finally recover from all that stupid travel that we did, which, if you haven't watched that video, you should. It got like no views, but I think personally that was one of the coolest and most interesting videos because we literally traveled, if you do like in terms of mileage, we traveled enough to go around the equator 3 times on bus. Just bus alone. So go check that one out. It's a good, interesting video. And then, obviously, there wasn't much to report here. This outing wasn't great, but I was like 90, I guess 90, 95. Some slow, some fast. What's this one? That's a curveball. Yeah, 77 curve. That's not bad. Let's see this one. Fastball strike. Well, that's not 94. That must have been 84. Changeup or something. This is a nasty one. Nice splitter. 78. You see that one in my clips all the time. This one, 92. Then I let a 95 fly. This is a good one. The thing is not even close to the zone, but this one comes out quick. Watch this. 95. Fastest in game. Right there. That's the only time. Like, if I got to 2 strikes, I kind of felt comfortable enough to let it fly. and then I would. And that was really like the only time I felt like comfortable enough was that count 2-2, two strikes, 0-2. Any other time I really couldn't get it done. This was my second career start right here. This one's a banger. Wait till you see some of these pitches. This honestly wasn't even that bad. I think my body language looked good. I felt competitive. I had a couple errors. I got an out. Obviously, still some getting away. But it slowly had gotten better to this point. I was definitely more around the zone. Like, that's a decent curve. Fastball here. Fouled it off. I mean, I think my body language got much better in this season. It just didn't really work out. Didn't really get it done. And ended up with a 37 ERA. So we cut it a little bit, but it wasn't good enough. And then you go to 2024. Oops, screwed up. So this is last year. Some good, some bad. I started tinkering around with throwing like sidearm fastballs in a couple of my last two outings, and that really helped me throw fast, like not throw faster, but throw better. Like it felt like any sort of like concern I had, pressure just right off my shoulders. I threw one sidearm fastball and then got into it. Didn't care where it went. Could have hit him. Didn't care. Just throwing that sidearm fastball helped me feel comfortable up there, and it's something I think I'm still gonna do. And it's not even that bad. Like I could probably be pretty effective. This summer I threw a sidearm fastball at 92. This one was 90. I mean, it's not that bad. Let's see. Just this is finally when I started to get a little better. I'm not perfect, certainly not, but it's starting to come together a little bit. I finally learned how to throw a slider. So this past year, I was using that a good amount. It was helping for throwing strikes because it's keeping me in that supinated position. Fastballs, it was just tough because I'd lose that feel. Anything I knuckle, I can pretty much hold and keep in my grasp because that knuckle keeps my wrist firmer, and then it kind of forces the nerves to stay active as opposed to shutting off. So that's something I found is like curveballs and sliders I can pretty much locate decent. Obviously some get away still, but much better than fastballs. Fastballs I still struggle. Let's see. Let's go to like Boston College. I didn't show that one. I showed the home run on a different video. I think it was, I forget which one. But let's go to Boston College because this was hilarious. I'm facing, is this Boston? No. Yes, BC. This is a great outing. I throw 3 batters, 3 runs, 1 walk, 1 hit batter. So let's do it. Curveball, 79. Ball. Fastball in at 92. I loved my body language in this outing. It looked like it looked like me from high school. And I'm finally starting to get the arm action a little more consistent. Still not perfect, but it's getting there. I hit him. He gets on first. This one, fastball 93. This one, fastball 92. And then you got a curveball. I finally land a strike. Plop it in there. Good. And foul off a curveball. And then I walk him at 93. Oh, wait, there's another ball. Pass ball. Of course, he ends up on second base. Fastball on 93. I just liked my body language. I thought it was much better. Now this is the good one right here. Facing Nick Wang. He's a good hitter from Holy Cross, transferred to Boston College. He's their 3 hitter. He has a home run already on the day. That one wasn't even a terrible pitch. I know it wasn't a strike, but like that wasn't half bad. I can live with that one being borderline. I can live with that. Next pitch, this is the one right here. Then we'll wrap it up on this. But Nick Wang, I throw him a curveball. Look at where this pitch ends up. It's at his knees. He golfs it. Look at this. Bang! It ends up, I think it, let's see if it lands. Yeah, it goes above, it's right in this area, if you look close. Up off the rocks. Home run. Had to go like 400 feet. 375 right here. That had to be like 400 feet. Absolute tank job from a pitch that's literally at his knees. I don't know how he gets to that. He just unloaded on it. I mean, if I was him, obviously I was going to be sitting curveball if you can hammer curveballs. But that wasn't even a bad curve. Nice, sharp 77. Right there. And he just goes down and smokes it. And then I got pulled. But that's baseball. Not everyone's career is perfect. Mine certainly wasn't in college. That was horrendous. I hope I don't peak in high school. I hope that I can hopefully play again at some point in my career. But we'll see. And thank you for watching. This was pretty entertaining, pretty fun to go through. And we'll see you next time.